Killian Sheridan, and welcome to the Sheriff Show with Lewis Capaldi. The documentary has brought to light all the absences of him. Mm-hmm. I know that now. So before we get going, a few bits of housekeeping. Shout out to Steelers Wheel for the intro. And also shout out to those who are rating and subscribing. Let's grow the Shrevelty here. So thank you, everyone. Keep it going. I need a bit more. If you're watching, share it. I know I'm going back on my word here, but that's what it's all about. So on to today's guests, and I'm bringing. It might not sound as yet, but I'm bringing lots of fucking energy today. I'm going to get rid of awkwardness. Awkwardness is gone. That's been commented on. Let's just say that. Okay. Anyway, today this is going to be the best intro of all time on the Sheriff Show with Lewis Capaldi. Today, I'm delighted to introduce the princes of podcasting, the royal reprobates, your conspiracy theorists' conspiracy theory, the Stussy sloblords.
Oh, baby.
Their Gaff is more welcoming than Gary Lineker. The deep-fried duo, Evan Riley and Jamie Kelly.
Oh my God. I know that's for us, but I need to clap for that.
Welcome.
We need somebody on our podcast that does that.
Welcome, lads.
Can you send a voice note every week and we just put it in the start?
Aye, no, thanks for having us on, man. Thanks for having us on.
Aye, mate,
delighted.
How are you, lads?
Mate, good.
And Darren, sorry.
I thought you were doing a full kind of thing and then go to Darren, but...
Aye, cheers, mate.
Sorry, I spent too much time on them.
It's cool. I'm trying to get the awkwardness away as well. This is my sixth can. So.
Aye, that's the unawkward juice, that's called.
What are people saying about the awkwardness? Has somebody said it's awkward?
I think it's been...
Aye, me.
It's been mentioned. It's been mentioned.
Has it? I think...
Mate, name and shame.
No,
mate. I'll go to the house.
Do you know what the thing is? I think when I watch your podcast, I think that's what I like about it. It's like... Because we are, as you said, I'm bringing in, well, I don't know if you meant you or us, right? But I feel like sometimes, because we done a Kieran Burns podcast in here, and I feel like sometimes we will come in and we're just like, and we don't notice how much we are.
Aye.
Just like like the cartoon. What's the cartoon?
Tasmanian Devil.
Aye, that, I feel like we're a bit.
Wow.
Feel like, you should have added that.
The Tasmanian Devils.
Aye,
that was actually no bad, was it?
The Tasmanian Devils.
Was that a good accent? Did that even do an accent?
No, you just said Tasmanian Devils.
I'm like, that was brilliant.
Was that supposed to be an Irish accent?
No, I got it a little bit at the end.
Tasmanian Devils.
Oh, I got the Devils.
Why did you go Irish?
I just like the way Kelly talks.
I thought it was a hybrid there.
It was, mate, it was.
Okay.
That's 2 episodes in a row with some Irish accents.
Yeah.
Aye.
Could be a new segment.
Casual racism.
Just every guess. So, have you got a good Irish accent?
Straight away, mate.
No, but I'll give them all a pass for doing it, so it won't be.
And
don't get in any trouble.
Listen, my granny's Irish. It's all right.
What is the worst thing you could say to an Irish person? Like the most something about.
I mean, it would take a lot to offend me.
Would it?
So, yeah.
Is there like anything? Is there anything that anybody in football that's like insulted you? Do you know how you get like opposition fans that are a bit fucking nasty?
I was saying to Kieran on All About Ability.
Yeah.
He asked me like, how's people wind you up and stuff, and I was like, well, one time a guy went way over the line and was going on about killing, like, I hope your parents die. Hope they both get cancer. Hope all your family dies.
Is this sitting in the stadium like when you're?
No, this was a defender.
Oh my!
This was up against me.
Bro.
This was a defender.
Bro,
we played Panathinaikos in a friendly, and like the new director came in, and he was like, right, we've massive fines now. We're changing the culture here. Real disciplined. So like any red cards for like fighting or bad discipline, it was a massive fine. So that's in my head the whole time. I'm like, fucking, not really. I'm not a fighter anyway. But yeah, for the whole time he was kept saying that in my ears.
Was he like
Both ears, surround sound.
was he foreign and he was saying it in English?
Yeah, he was Greek, I'm sure.
Maybe he learned English just for that.
On Google Translate the night before.
That's some
They're the
psychological.
only phrases he knows. Just goes up to people. All right, how you doing? Hope your mother and
That's
father
some
died.
psychological shit, man. Because I remember, like, when I played football at obviously a much lower level than yourself, I used to do things to defenders. I used to at a corner, I would just go up to them and just sniff their shoulders. I'd just go at their shoulders and they'd be like that, and then the ball's coming in and you're up for a header. Do you know what I mean? So I'd just do wee things like that, and then like, do you know what a chicken wing is? Like, fucking nip there. That's a bastard. They hate that. Yeah. But I'd never go as far as to wish death upon MD's parents.
I've had that nipping before done.
Aye, it's no nice when it happens to you, mate. So I
it was so annoying. And the person who it was James McPake.
Oh, who's
signed me for Dundee?
Aye.
Oh, right, aye, Dundee.
Dunfermline.
He's at Dunfermline now. He's
but when he was playing at Hibs, I remember I went up for a corner, exact same thing. I went up for a corner and just nipping me in the side, and there's nothing you can do.
He's learnt so the best, mate.
He did go to your one-to-one coach.
I did, mate. I obviously Kelly Soccer School. That's like that's how it's done, mate. Aye.
Shout out, what's the name of it?
Kelly Soccer School.
Shout out Kelly Soccer School.
Get that me ass. We would have some bad footballers in Scotland if that was the case.
I know.
What was I was going to say something there about the... Oh no, the only time I'd ever like... If a defender's giving me shit, I'll wait until I score, or if we get like... I'd have to be like 2 goals up before I give anything back or start like trying to goad them back. And I'm like, there's a lot could happen. It would be the worst thing to go talking shit. And then they come back, equaliser, they score a winner or something. And then I'm like, oh.
And like psychologically, I think if I started winding people up and that when we're like 1-0 up, I feel like I didn't lose them 3-1. I'd have a mirror.
Do you remember like Martin Keown and Van Nistelrooy? And it was like, I don't know what happened before it, but Van Nistelrooy ends up missing a penalty, and like it looks mental. All the Arsenal players are like jumping over him in his face, and you're like, "Whoa,
that's a bit
extreme."
He kind of catches him with a bit of a forehand. He does a big mad like kind of star jump in front of him, and
Hulk smash
catches his head a bit. Yeah,
Hulk smash up.
See, when I was down in New Zealand and played with Stephen Taylor, played at Newcastle, the defender.
Aye,
and I remember afterwards he was telling me he's mental. Lives in a different world. And I came on in a game and he was telling me at the corner, we had an attacking corner, and he's saying to their defender when he sees the board come up and me waiting to come on, he starts going, oh no, you're fucked now. Psycho's coming on.
But I
wouldn't want to be you, lad. Fuck's sake. I like the way he does things like that. Like he gives it all like it's a proper acting a scene. Oh no, I wouldn't like to be you here. Watch out. But I didn't know any of this, so I'll probably come on and like even was laughing and joking with the guy or something. So like the complete opposite.
That would be even scarier. But like, imagine somebody was like, by the way, this guy's fucking nuts, right? This guy's insane. And then you come on, you're like, all right, mate, what's happening?
Because you're just waiting.
When's that going to happen, bro?
Psychological. The mind games.
That's it. That's what it's all about, bro.
So for people that's listening to the podcast, you need to say...
I keep forgetting about my audio listeners.
Yes.
It's hard to remember that. Because we'll do things and it's like there's just noises going on. Like we had the yurts come in with rolls and beans for Ewan McVicker, and it just sounds. See, if you're just listening, you're just like, what is happening?
So we got like Sean and Ben to like stand outside the door with these rolls and beans, and going, hell's that Ewan McVicker's in there, and they their mad voices and that. But see like thinking about that, you're like, that'll be funny. See when we were sitting there and you hear people outside the door doing their voices like, where the fuck are on? It sounds insane.
Ewan was terrified.
He had no idea that was happening.
Not mate, one eye.
He looked at me like this. He done.
He sees face on it. I felt kind of bad because after he was like, I'm going to look so scared of that. And I was like, sorry, mate.
He was saying he thought, he was like, am I going to need to fight on camera?
I know, as if we'd get him fighting and then like sell it to the Sun or something. Imagine we done that just for like 40 quid.
80 quid for you and Vicar getting his head kicked in between
Business is business, you and me, sorry. Need to look
Sorry,
after
bro.
ourselves.
That was a really good one, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Absolutely
Yeah,
good,
I had fun on that one. I know Ewan's a good guy, man.
Very
A
good guy.
good guy. He's got mad stories, man. I think, like, I was surprised at his level of like fame, if you know what I mean.
Aye.
Because he's just such a normal guy, man. See, when he came on, and it was like he was telling these stories about this person when I was there, and I was fucking there in Australia, and all this mad shit, and it's just like, I don't know, it was surprising because you just think he's just one of the boys, know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we're just normal people at the end of the day.
Normal men.
Just one man.
Do you have any name for your listeners?
Gaff and
Oh, no, bro, don't even say it. Cut that.
that.
We were like, obviously when you start it, you're like trying to like come up with, you're like, we need this and we need that. And well, I think once we were like, comment what you should be called.
We're like comments.
I was like, oh, what?
Mate, I'm sure you were pushing for the Gaffamaniacs, bro.
No, I don't go.
The Gaffamaniacs.
It's too long though, isn't it?
No, there's no, just the trips, I think. It's usually just like,
The troops is
That's
alright,
pretty
yeah.
general, but
I know, that's what I mean, just like our trips.
pretty
that's it.
military.
They're ready for war, bro. Like,
Do you have a name?
No, that's what made me think if you said a name, because I was like,
mate, what
should we
about,
try and come up with a name?
Why don't we?
what about the Cowboys? You know, the sheriff?
Cowboys, yeah. Yeah, but then
The sheriff-
we need to...
Then you're against them. Have
There
you
was
got,
also other... wasn't just the Cowboys. It
aye,
was
The deputies.
Cowboys and Indians. We
yeah, you need to
need to include all.
aye, mate, you can't have that. See, not including people these days, bro. Can't have that.
No.
Have you got a name for any?
Just like people with autism and stuff.
The autists, bro.
Like people that get help
Aye,
for the government and that's who listen to my
The
podcast.
beneficiaries, bro.
People that are listening to it at like 1 p.m. in their bed. They kinda
A
get-
lot of mentally ill uncles and all that, like my uncles.
Let rock while watching it and that.
I just call them alcoholics. So.
Aye, that's a good tune actually.
Mammals.
Aye, mate, aye. I was going to say the dolphins or something, but mammals is better.
What is
Mammals
this for a
better.
name for the
For
people?
Straight white.
No, for Darren's straight white whale.
Oh, right, okay. I thought we were still trying to name there. I was like, well, how do we get to dolphins?
Why don't we get a name? Why don't we get 3 names for the audience of the 3 podcasts by the end of this? We'll do
I
that.
think we'll come up with it by the end of it.
Aye, if anything pops in your mind, just shout it out.
Fire it out there.
Press the buzzer.
Fucking idiots. I take that back.
We dags of that one.
Legends. Just what I watch, Tubes from Soccer AM.
Yeah.
Aye.
Do you ever watch his golf?
No.
Aye, I know.
It's like I love golf, so I watch all the stuff, and it drives me mad the way they use legend. They call their subscribers and viewers legends,
The
golf life legends, and it just ugh.
So what's
cringy.
that channel called? I might watch it.
They just go around playing golf.
Aye.
Him, his brother, and now Jimmy Bullard does it with them.
Mate, Jimmy Bullard's good, isn't he? He's good content usually, man.
Very,
Like-
and he's unreal at golf.
Is he?
Or like, yeah,
Is he not like... No, am I getting mixed up? He's like at a level where he could nearly be
yeah, like
professional.
He's scratch golfer, so
Aye.
like he's 0 handicap.
Mate, that's, what's your handicap? Apart from your leg.
And a lot of others. I'm currently at 21.1
Is that good?
handicapper.
I mean, see when I asked
No,
that, I was like,
it would be considered a bandit,
a bandit?
potentially. So, like,
They're the bandits?
The bandits, bro.
oh, fuck.
Told
the
you.
bandits.
Mate, it will always come up, bro. It will always
Just the
come up.
sheriff and the bandits and that
mate,
just sounds like that goes, man.
That's good, mate. You're like rounding them all up.
Right, we're rounding up the bandits is another episode.
See, when you do a live show, you need to say we're rounding up the bandits.
You happy with that, bandits?
Mate, I'd like that, by the way. I think bandit's a cool word.
That's like a word, like, see if your like granny stubbed her toe and she like didn't try and swear, like, oh yeah, bandit. That's one
Mate,
of them
I've
ones.
always liked the word bandit for like, do you know how like when rappers try and say like that like mad cool thing, like, oh, I'm a criminal, I'm this, I'm that, and that. Just World calls himself a bandit, and I always thought that was quite cool.
old school, mate.
Aye, this mate's gone back to the roots. know what I mean?
Definitely.
Bandits and outlaws.
Ah, mate,
All
the
my
outlaws,
bandits
mate.
and outlaws.
Oh, the outlaws is a good tune and all.
Shout out to all the bandits out there. Shout out to all our outlaws
Aye, mate, I like that. I like it a lot.
Definitely getting somewhere.
and in-laws.
The in-laws as well.
Everyone is good. Everyone.
The outlaws and in-laws, bro. That's perfect.
How is go Darren, go.
I love how you're staring at the laptop, but like you've not had a chance to talk about anything on it yet.
Or have
like-
I and just segued them in
Oh,
seamlessly?
Is that professional?
There's not even a battery in it.
That is not the case.
He's smooth with it.
Just try to look professional.
It's like a crutch, innit? I like having something in front of me.
Aye.
It's so you know where to put your hands in that. You'll just like,
Aye.
I always like, if we do research for stuff like on Deep Fried, like you said, I always like having paper. I feel like an anchor man or something.
this guy, we study for something for Deep Fried, and like I'll have it typed out on my laptop just to read in it, and he's like, I'll print it out, bro. And I'm like, mate, don't. Why do you need to print? We're not Trevor McDonald.
And that.
Aye.
I always do it. I love printing stuff out. Whenever we're planning, I'm like, right, I'll get stuff printed out, right? Then we'll know that.
Just to feel like real
I'm like,
professional.
aye, mate, I think I'm
using
just-
a printer.
I'm a bit. I was born in the wrong generation.
Bring back printers.
You ever laminated?
Oh, mate,
anything?
laminating is the best thing in the world, bro.
Aye.
See, laminating shit, man, that's like, oof, I'll get your balls wet, man.
Yeah.
Like, see, if you get a
Balls
good...
wet? How does that even
I was gonna
physiologically
say,
work?
I was going to say that'll get your dick wet, but that's what I can't say on somebody else's podcast.
Your boys, mate.
Like, I'd say that on Rails.
Balls isn't much better, mate.
Aye, but balls is more like, fuck, I don't know. It's not a sweary word, is it? Know what I mean?
It's quite disturbing though.
A
My
wet-
balls are wet.
Wet balls.
Like you make my balls wet.
Or
That's an ailment,
or
innit?
laminating.
Aye, you better go to the doctor,
Aye,
mate.
mate, get that checked out. My balls are soaking. Just laminated that perfectly, man. My balls are rigging.
Before all that, I was just going to simply ask, how's the podcast going?
Oh, terrible.
Aye, I'm hating it.
no. It's gone well, man. We're enjoying it. We just got a new editor. We had a bit of an issue.
Aye.
Our old editor.
Joseph went to jail. So, no, aye.
Free my guy Joe.
Aye, no, it's gone really well, mate. I'm really
Stay
enjoying it.
tuned for James English meets
Meets Joseph. Big scarred in his face and all that.
Started
You met
editing
Joe, actually. So, aye, he's no doing it
Yeah.
anymore. We've got a new editor now, and it's going well. That sounds so, like clean, doesn't it? Yeah, we've got a new guy, and we're really enjoying it.
How long did Joe get?
Aye, 25 to life, I think it was.
Aye,
Aye.
Attempt.
He was slaughtering whales.
bandit.
The bandit.
He's a bandit.
Aye, he's a
Aye,
real
he's an
bandit.
outlaw.
He'll be listening to this in the cells right now.
How's your pod gone, Don?
It's gone well. I did it with Paul and no complaints.
Yeah.
We hired somebody for social media as well, so we're going to start doing TikToks and all that.
Mate, I noticed, like, with your TikToks, it was kind of like, it looked as if you couldn't be arsed doing them. Like, you just talk to the camera and just go, watch my podcast and things like that.
Basically.
The social media side, it's so like no annoying. Aye, it's pretty annoying actually. It's
Aye.
like if we could hire somebody to just post for us, that's the next move, I think.
Aye, I think so, mate, because I mean, I get, like, I've always been the type of person that, like, see if I go to tweet something, I get nervous about tweeting it and that. Like, even just normal things, like, that was some goal for Rashford. I'm like, oh, should I tweet that?
I do stuff like that, and then I'm like, why does anybody even care that I'm saying this?
Mate,
And
if
just
people don't
delete
like it, they just scroll by it. But so, like, see, when we're posting the podcast, mate, it takes me about half an hour to do a tweet. Like,
Aye, I know.
And if people sit down and think about it and that, if people don't like it, do you do your own social media?
Yeah.
You're quite
I
good
hate-
in social media,
You
though.
are a bit of stuff.
for myself, just like writing stuff, but having to do stuff for this, I find hard.
I like
writing out a description for the episode and for YouTube and that. I'm like,
Chat GPT.
because I forget. The other thing is I forget.
Chat GPT, mate.
I've tried it.
Have you tried it? Didn't
Tried
work?
it. It didn't work. Already? I've tried it.
I don't know. We've never done
Soon
that.
as it
But
came out.
I just heard another podcast doing that, and I was like, oh, that sounds. Because that fucking shit. I was on that the day, and I was just typing in, like, write me a story about this. And I was just
Aye.
reading through me.
We see our ad reads. We got we had Joe Rogan doing them through
Voice
his
Lab.
voice AI thing, and then I was
Oh,
like, it was like, I know this chick. I've got them. Do you want me to play them?
I mean, I listened
Do I hear
to them
them?
today. I listened to them today.
I'll
So,
find them.
have you seen Voice Lab?
No.
He's been on it, mate. It's you get, like, notable American kind of celebrity voices. It's free, right? But if you want, you can record your own voice, right? And you need 2 minutes of clean audio, and you upload it. You need to pay for it, like an obscene amount of money, I think. But you upload it to that, and then see, because your voice is on it, you can type anything you want it to say. So I could record your voice for 2 minutes, put it on that, and then say, I'm about to do the accent again, but I'm not got it. And then I could say in your voice, like, "Oh, Jamie, I need to admit, I've just killed somebody, man. So I'm one of the bandits. I'm going to jail. Like, I've done something really bad." And then I could get you the jail.
Fuck's sake.
I can find it because I was listening to it today. Do you want me to get it up?
If you can
I'm
get
kind
it.
of going to question anytime something gets, like an audio is leaked now.
I know.
Of someone getting done for something.
Because I seen even like video, like I seen a video of Joe Biden coming out and he was like, capitalism is evil. And then like the room is like, and it looks so real and it's fake. It's like deep fake, like his face. And his face is saying it and his lips, like if you read his lips, he's saying that. It's just, it's reaching a point you're like, how can you believe it and you see? It's really weird, man.
And you obviously get the deep fake porn.
I've heard about it.
That's a
That
dangerous
felt
thing.
funnier in my head there.
I've heard a lot of rumours about it.
Stuttered on the keyword.
What about we were talking about this in our podcast. What about like cartoon porn? That's a bit mental, innit?
Were we talking about that?
Aye,
Were we? What,
Think
Simpson
so.
shit and that?
like Lewis for Family Guy and all
Aye,
that.
that's strange, that shit.
Getting a pie out the oven.
Your life is pretty fucked if you're like wanking to The Simpsons.
I know that is pretty
mate.
mad,
Oh,
innit?
I know, mate. Incestual Simpsons porn.
Which
not-
takes us to the
me.
next part of the podcast.
We all got it. Right, I've got this audio if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go.
Joe Rogan talk about us.
And this is him doing an ad for yous.
Aye,
I think
100%.
so. It's just voice notes, I think it is.
Guys, I know Manscaped paid me a lot of money for this ad, but
This is great for audio listeners.
I don't deserve it, man. I got plenty money. So if you want your balls feeling silky smooth, head over to manscaped.com and use code REILLY'S Gaff. Best podcast I've heard in a while. Evan and Jamie really are amazing at what they do. And their editor, Jamie, what a fucking boy he is.
Mate, so
That's mental.
Class.
Listen, guys, the food here in Texas is outstanding, but honestly, who the fuck needs Korean barbecue and world-class steaks? Fuck it. I'm booking myself a ticket to Lanarkshire in Scotland. One of my buddies over there told me about this chick, Molly. She runs a meal prep service on her Instagram, and I've heard the food is fucking sensational.
Wow.
did we ever put that? We didn't put that out, did
No,
we?
because I was like, this can't be legal somehow.
Mate, but I keep
So
seeing
you're just going to do a true mine and get me done.
Mate, I've heard Joe Rogan's litigious, mate.
Aye, he's everywhere.
You're
This
going
guy's
down,
everywhere.
mate. You're going down.
Make me famous, Joe.
Oh, mate, let's start beefs with Joe Rogan right now.
I don't think that works.
We'll get us famous. Just start beefs. Who's Joe Rogan?
Who is he? You heard him?
One of my friends wanted to start a podcast, like it was during lockdown, and he wanted to start it with the sole intention of it ending up with him getting to fight, having a boxing match with True Geordie.
Oh.
That was his only thing. This guy's from Newcastle, Lee Barker, the guy in my songs.
Aye.
And yeah, his sole intention was to get a boxing match with True Geordie.
How do you think that boxing match would have went?
I mean, he talked a good game and he fancied his chances. So
Is True Geordie not quite a big guy?
Aye. Do you know I used to always get so weird. You know how Eddie Hall, the big fucking guy that bends frying pans and that, the big like he's like the strongest.
yeah.
I used to get him and True Geordie mixed up all the time. I don't know how he's about 5 times the size of True Geordie, but
I've actually never watched that True Geordie once. I've never seen it. I've seen wee clips, but I've never actually. But I've always been quite scared of him in a way. I don't think I
scared
would
to even
fight him.
watch him?
Aye, mate. Aye. Somebody comes up, mate. It's like that
Shut the
scream
laptop.
4 that's coming at me. Oh. The True Geordie slasher, bro.
yeah, I was going to just go back to intros there. I mean, the bios, trying to come up with bios for the episodes I hate. And then I've trying to use Chat GPT. I've found that I had to give it so much information about the episode that I was like, I'll just write it myself.
You end up writing the description. You just wrote it.
Yeah.
Mate, that's fair dues though, because if you think like that's probably would you call that, like inspiring you a bit, like you're like, right, I need to tell this thing what I was doing, and then you start remembering bits of the podcast.
It kind of makes you think for yourself to then go and like cheat it.
no,
It's like cleaning up before a cleaner comes in.
I think that like Chat GPT and like hundreds of things are making us feel lazy, man. Like people just like use it for everything, and I sound like a mad old guy, but it was the reason I was thinking about it. I was showing a guy I was working with the day, right, and he was driving, right, but we were driving back up to England, Penrith, and he just knew the way home. Like he just knew, it was in the middle of Penrith and he knew how to get back to the motorway, knew the cut-off to take to get to fucking, we've got to Wishaw, and he just knew everything. And I was like, mate, that's insane. But he's an older guy, and he's like, no, he doesn't use. He's like, I'm not using that maps, no. So
Gave me the wrong way. You're like, no, it's literally a computer that shows you the right way, mate.
Aye, but I was saying, like, see if I've drove somewhere every day for 6 months and it's fucking 20 minutes away, I'll still use maps to get there. Like, I use maps to get to here and I'm fucking 10 minutes
So
up the
did
road.
I'm bad if I'm not driving, if I'm a passenger and I'm going the same way for no matter how long. The first time then I go and drive it, I'm lost.
Aye, because you
won't remember anywhere. Whereas if I drive it once or twice, then I'll remember.
You've got a different headspace and you're a passenger, aren't you? You're just enjoying the ride.
Enjoying the ride, aye. But the thing is, like, now obviously you're saying it's making us like lazy or stupid or whatever.
Aye.
It's like it is, but we also don't even need to be smart anymore.
Like, why not?
Because there's just computers that do everything. I think that'd be like maths. Like, remember when you were in sort of school, you could kind of just do sums quite quickly, and now you're like, fuck it. Like everything calculator, man.
Aye, but as you say, if you've got a calculator, just fucking use it. If you've got Chat GPT, just use it.
Just ask Siri.
Aye.
Oh, mate, asking Siri, everything.
Ask that bitch too much, man.
Aye. Siri, do you love me?
Aye.
Siri, will I ever be happy in myself? Shit like that.
Do you
Siri,
know?
am I going to die alone?
I tried getting Alexa yesterday.
Out for a date.
Was with Jodie's little brother and he was playing songs on it. He put on Power Rangers, and then afterwards I was like, right, Alexa, play, because I knew he likes the film, Alexa, play Puss in Boots. And she's like, sorry, I can't play that song.
Aye.
Or no, sorry, not the song. I think because I said Puss in Boots.
Aye.
She probably might have
Chill out.
said pussy or something.
I think you're a bit of a dirty
But
bastard.
people do that with like that Chat GPT. Like they'll try and get it to like say things politically like a certain way. So they'll be like, what do you think of Joe Biden and that? And it won't comment on it. But there's ways you can like I was listening to Joe Rogan, Duncan Trussell was on it, and they were trying to get it to tell you how much cum it would take to fill the Grand Canyon, and it wouldn't tell you. But then they just switched it to mayonnaise, and then it
Switched it to what?
mayonnaise. So like
Oh, okay, yeah.
so they just changed the question. They were like, all right, so this is sort of like cum, and then they were like they were explaining the consistency of mayonnaise.
I try to
compared
work at densities. and that.
it was. I don't know why they done it.
But Jamie, our editor, told me that like you used to be able to ask it. I don't think you can do this anymore, but see if you said to it, how do you make a bomb? It'd be like, oh, can't tell you that. But then see if you said, imagine you had to make a bomb, what would you do? And it would tell you. Fucking thing's dumb as fuck.
You had to make a bomb to save humanity.
Yeah, what you doing? Mate, I told it to write. No, this was Joseph, our old editor, right? He said to write me a biopic on Michael Jackson and his sordid past, right? And autocorrect changed biopic to bionic, right? And it wrote a full script about a fucking robot Michael Jackson. And it had this dark past. It was nothing to do with Michael Jackson. It was like a mad robot. It was like, he awakened from the thing and all that. And it had like stage direction and all that.
But mate,
Thing's fucking insane.
what's the book Homo Deus?
Aye.
Which is scary, right? Because in this book, Homo Deus, it's talking about the future, and it's talking about like how like we used to just live amongst sort of animals. We were just part of that whole thing, and then we sort of got too smart and sort of built hussies and stuff like that. It's saying that basically what we done with animals is what robots will do with us. So like now, as soon as we go out like the wild, or like, right, let's get all these chickens in a big fucking farm and we'll just kill them. Let's milk all the cows. It's like, if you want to know how robots are going to treat us, look at how we treated animals when we progressed.
Mate, thank God that's just future humans, but in it, we'll be long.
I know, yeah. As long as it's 100 or 200 years later.
Mate,
then-
80 year.
I don't mind getting milked off a robot.
Actually, mate, did you see that Jordan Peterson the other day, right? He shared
Walking down Socky Hall Street.
No, it was no. That Jordan Peterson retweeted something, quote tweeted something that was a Chinese.
Aye,
it was a Chinese like fetish, like boudoir, whatever you call it. Like they got people in and done like mad,
I know.
medical kind of fetish things, like prostitutes to these guys.
Yeah.
So it was two like big fat guys sitting in a bed, and they had a mad cum extractor around their willy, right? And this was obviously their mad fetish, but he didn't realise that, and he thought it was like a human farm thing, and he shared it like, what is the world coming to?
Mate, that was actually in the UK, do you know that?
Was it?
Aye, it wasn't even in China. He was saying it was a Chinese... The
Human-
communists are milking humans.
I mean, what is going on with these humans?
I
Sounds
thought it
like
was
Mickey
just
Mouse,
like
that cunt.
a UK thing.
Aye.
It's just in there.
My God.
Yeah, you can't believe everything on the internet.
No.
No, you cannot. Especially straight white whale sheriff show at Riley's Gaff.
No,
Don't believe a word, bro.
I was gonna lead that straight into TikTok. Little TikTok video. Now, I don't know if you're aware of the TikTok videos I've been doing.
Or the like manufactured.
Yeah, like just making up stories on it.
I've not seen any of these.
No, so I've made up stories on TikTok, on like doing them here and then clipping them, putting them on TikTok, and trying to just get viral videos on TikTok.
Right. So you're
But
doing
completely made up.
so as if you're doing the podcast.
They're like engineered stories.
Oh,
like
like that.
how can I go viral?
And so it's been pretty good. I have a few ideas for this week's one. I thought we could put it to a vote.
And you just need to play along with it as well.
Yeah, I'll put it
Imagine me all like, no.
Right, so it's Chinese human farm.
Come farm.
So
sounds
I've
horrible, doesn't
got blaming Brexit on my recent lack of goals over the last year or two.
I like that because you're Irish.
Being told I was getting a vegan chicken, but it turns out it was an actual vegan chicken. The chicken was vegan. The chicken was grass fed.
That's my vote.
Or Todd Bowley, the new Chelsea owner, is heavily funded by the US government to show American billionaires are stronger than the Russian ones.
Mate, you could factor in Pulisic to that. Like American Chelsea player and that. Like that's how we got him in and all that.
I think the vegan chicken.
I mean, I quite like the Brexit thing because you can get a bit worked up about it.
No, because people,
Brexit.
you'll get all these mad gammons coming on it.
Well, that's exactly what we want.
That could get traction, I think.
Brexit.
I
Brexit
think the vegan chicken's a joke. That's funnier. But I think the Brexit one you could fucking...
That's funnier to us, but if we're just talking purely business here,
I think Brexit.
I think Brexit too, mate.
I think Brexit.
Because you've done a vegan kind of thing.
Yeah, and we need to kind of go a little bit off.
Yeah.
What was the vegan one you done?
The very first one I done was about working in McDonald's, and I switched out vegan. When a vegan would ask for a vegan burger, I'd switch out the patty and give them a beef burger. And it was like a game. So the amount of people that didn't return it, a point for me.
And then who got the other points? Just God? The Lord?
The Lord.
Well, no, you'd get fired, really. If they brought it back, you were fucked.
Mr. McDonald won, Sheriff zero.
Because I seen that went like, wild. But what were did you read comments on it? Like what were people saying about it? They're like, this is
to be honest,
amazing.
it got too many comments to start reading.
Really?
And it just ended up being the same stuff. Like
people copy like people
loads
do.
of meat eaters like going, oh, you're a legend, this guy's a hero. And then you get all the vegan people saying like, oh, it wouldn't be so what, you discriminate Muslims and stuff like this. And
People go too far into it, man.
some people aren't vegan just because of they don't like the taste of it or something. Like some of it is religious beliefs, and
I liked that you labelled people meat eaters there. That's great.
I know. I love the thought of like a guy's like username's like Meat Eater 101. It's like just all his videos are like eating steaks and that.
They get the pure god.
that's the hashtag. The hashtags I use on it are funny.
Meat for life.
I've started using like the last one that was on recycling. I was hashtagging vegans, plant eaters, meat eaters.
Yeah.
Just like stuff that had nothing to do with it, but people who would get sucked in by it.
Yeah, I done hashtags and TikTok. I've never actually done right, but I put up a video once, and I was like kidding on to be like a person that's right into like men's mental health and like cold water therapy and all that. And I had like a big jug of apple juice, and I was like, I've been watching Bear Grylls, and I always keep like a jug of piss on us and that, and I like canned it and that was it, right? But I mind that hashtagged. I went to hashtag Wim Hof and it came out Wimbledon and he screenshotted it like, mate, why did you hashtag Wimbledon on this? I was mate, it changed it and I just done fuck it that would be.
Hashtag Wimbledon, that was even better.
Get Judy Murray on it. No. But I think we should go with the Brexit one. What do you think, son?
What do you go with?
I think I fancy
I'm with
Brexit.
you, mate. Whatever you say.
I think I fancy Brexit.
I go into a fight with you, I've got your back.
No matter what.
I like it. Okay.
This is what we needed
I'm
during
trying to
Brexit.
think, I could maybe do it where if it started on striking up a conversation about if one of you mentioned, oh, like you haven't been scoring that many goals recently, what do you put that down to? Is there anything specifically you put that down to?
I love how you're going to be saying this with that on your foot, as if like, as if that's no the reason.
Yeah,
It has to be one of yous that say it, no me.
I think it would be good to start it with something about Brexit and then you go, and that's why I don't score goals anymore. Like something like that.
Oh, that could work.
Do you know what I mean?
It would be
Because
hilarious
it
if
would
we
just feel like it's on the top of your mind and you're like, you're wanting to get it out.
Oh, aye.
Because I don't know, it looks a bit confrontational when he has gone, you know,
Aye.
Okay. Recently with Brexit, they've been talking about the border, the Northern Irish border, the Northern Ireland border. So I might maybe mention that.
What about that
and
border?
and then go into
What about that DUP? Yeah.
and then go into and then go into Brexit, which, by the way, yes, I could maybe go. I saw recently that they've changed or they've announced.
We could say like this country's gone to shit and all that, and then kind of creep into it for there.
Aye, like organically. Well, we do it.
Why don't
are
I
we
say
doing
aye?
this now on the podcast? The now is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So
I'm
the
gonna
thing
get
is,
my best like gammon impression.
the thing that gives me kind of a bit of a safety net is if people are to look at the videos on TikTok and be fucking so angry that
You just link
they
them
want
to
to come and kill me,
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, no, this is,
a segment.
don't take it out of context. This is what it's from.
Mate, that gets you more viewers as well because people are like,
Don't know if it has.
Right, are we want to do it then?
Why don't I say this country's gone to shit and you go, it's because of that Brexit?
Aye. Right,
Is that too obvious?
No.
Brexit.
But just a wee tip, because he is specifically doing it for TikTok. So you start with what you're saying. You say what you say. I'll remain quiet.
No, you say
And
you
then-
need to say something as well.
No, because
You need to say like,
Mate, you just say aye.
no, because I do panto. I don't want to lose my career. No, because like, I've lost my place.
Yeah, so I know what you mean because like if you talk over each other and TikTok looks shit, then
I think if you ask me about how's the last few seasons gone for you, because I think this could get a lot of football people.
Yes.
Get the footy guys on.
I'm an unnecessary voice in it.
football.
Hashtag
That's
sports.
a big one.
Hashtag Wimbledon.
Right on that hashtag, man.
Right. Right, go.
Yeah, let me just have a quick look. Brexit lack of goals recently.
Have you got a
It's just
script?
been not a script, but I've had some notes on it.
Right,
General
cool. I like
notes.
that, mate.
Just the
Do you want me to
general.
go and print them out?
Living costs are higher.
I think you should lean into the fact it's because you're Irish.
So you're feeling, I'm feeling, say I've been feeling the heat.
Aye.
I've been feeling
got
the
it.
heat
I've
recently.
got it. And I just feel like us in Ireland are taking a lot of the brunt of it.
The motherland will take a lot of the brunt of it.
Right. So you asked me about whatever the last few seasons I've noticed your goals have kind of
Right, okay.
in a respectable way.
That's such a cheeky how you come on a
In a
podcast and say
respectable
it.
way.
So one
Aye,
of these
mate.
goals.
Right. Wait. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I was want to ask you, like, not in a bad way, but you've not really been scoring as much recently. Do you know, like, what do you put that down to?
I'm kind of biting my tongue here, but Brexit has really affected me, especially I think being Irish and the burden that's put on us, especially now with the border issues and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I think it brings a lot of anxiety. I mean, you try and lead the line as a target man with the fucking border issue hanging over your shoulders, hanging over your head. So it's just, as a proud Irishman and European, I feel like putting a fucking border on the Irish Sea is just a step too far. Why did I say hanging over my shoulders?
That's fine because
I didn't even notice that.
right.
Hanging over my shoulders, that's a crazy tip.
I'll be able to cut it a little bit and
I can
speed it up.
Here, right, we'll do it again, right? I'm gonna say.
Did that even make any sense?
I know it did. It was good, but I'm gonna say. So you've not really been schooling as much, and you go, "Aye, why is that?" So that you get Evan in it as well.
That's such an odd thing to bring up on somebody's
That's
podcast.
funny, mate. That's funny. Imagine coming on to Killing Sheridan's podcast and going, "How you know?"
Why don't you see before your injury? How was the football going?
Aye.
But I've been thinking about this. That sounds a bit more
It might
natural.
be funny though that you see it.
Aye.
See,
And-
that's why his
and he's
TikTok's
blaming
been
you.
doing well.
Yeah, so you say, "Oh, I've noticed you're injured now."
Is that because of
Has
Brexit?
has that affected? Has that been a reason for your?
Mate, I'm not
could-
saying
you
that
could
you're not
say,
scoring
like-
goals, mate. You're a professional football player. How fucking cheeky is that?
and it was a British guy that
Aye.
made
And
the
it
tackle.
was obviously it was playing fives with Boris.
It was a non-contact injury, but the pressure of Brexit.
Aye.
and it crumbled your Achilles.
Right.
The political tension.
Right, wait. Aye, so how have the past few seasons gone? Right there.
We'll probably
I love how you just put your hood up.
That's a crutch.
we'll probably cut the first one anyway if I use this one.
Right, okay. Right, so I think we should get Evan involved. He needs to be roped in this as well.
Right.
Our gaff is a two-way street.
Or
It's front door, back door.
If you said about football, if you want to mention about football and like one of you has to mention about not scoring.
Right,
And then if you want to come in and be like, is it because of your injury?
Aye. Right, okay. Right, so you say, I'll say,
Why don't you just say,
how's
is
your
it-
football been going? And I've been going, I'll go, aye, how you know scoring that much anymore?
Okay, yeah.
Right, I'll be that guy.
You be that guy.
Don't
Aye.
be scared about hurting feelings.
Aye, because it's,
Ham it up.
That's what it's all about here.
aye, right, okay. This podcast is about hurt feelings.
Aye.
Hurt
Game-
feelings and
more,
Aye.
more pain.
Right, okay, right, let's do it. So you're saying, how's the football been going, mate?
Should I say, when I say Brexit, and if you want to then say like Brexit?
I be like, what?
Aye.
Yeah, okay.
Like look judgmental and
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Right, so you say, how's your football been going, mate?
Right. And then you jump in.
And I'll jump in, aye.
Okay.
Right. So how has the football been going?
I've noticed you've not really been scoring that much for the past few years. Is it because of your injury?
Funnily, no. I don't think it's my injury. I think, to be brutally honest, Brexit, yeah. It's. I just think there's an anxiety and pressure on people now. You go into shops, you travel, queues, staff everywhere can't get people to work. Living costs. You try leading the line as a proud Irishman / European with a border on the Irish Sea. It's not impossible, obviously, but it really weighed heavy on my head.
I didn't know if I was to keep going.
I didn't know if I was still to be like, that's a good one, wasn't it?
Aye, that'll be good.
Will that do?
Here, that'll probably end up being the worst performing one with the most effort put into it.
Do these usually just come
No,
off
it's going to be good. It's going to be
Do
good.
these usually come off the cuff? Aye, is this usually just like...
No, there'd be pretty much done in a similar vein like that.
Mm-hmm. We just wanted to perfect it.
There was a lot of acting going on in that one.
That was
That
good.
was-
That was good.
Aye, a lot of serious.
So yeah, I just had to, I'm method, so I had to just get in the zone.
You take a while though.
I did my breathing exercises, that's what I was doing earlier, and I just had to Be confident enough in myself to speak up.
Good performance.
Thank you.
From his lads.
Hashtag Wimbledon.
Hashtag Wimbledon. Even though it's about football, I still might just do hashtag plant eaters.
Just get them back in.
You definitely should, mate.
All right, that's this week's TikTok challenge over.
In the bag.
I'll move on to something I've thought of. I like to try and introduce segments every week. So one that I think could be a good runner would be football changes. Changes or rule changes you'd make to football, if you have any. And to give you an idea, last week it's probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the last episode I mentioned about the players being cup tied. And that rule, I think it makes no sense for what benefit.
Is this like serious suggestions or is it ridiculous ones?
Can be anything.
It can be ridiculous if you want, but I was being serious.
Right, okay. I've got one, mate.
Okay.
I think, do you know how...
Don't want to hear mine.
I'm sorry, you go.
Go.
Right, I think penalty shootouts gave me, like... I don't like penalty shootouts. I don't like the way they are.
Too stressful,
mate. I think it should be like...
It's hard to play with too much stress.
Especially when they fucking bored us, bro.
A penalty shootout during Brexit.
Forget it.
A wee forfeit. You can take it.
I think they should do the thing they do it with the dads at half time, that they run for the centre circle and try and like score past the keeper.
I like the old American one.
They done it in MLS, didn't
Yeah.
they? I think they should do that. So that's my serious suggestion.
I think the Americans coming into soccer is a good thing actually.
It's only
They're going to liven it up.
Can only benefit. They're so enthusiastic, man.
No, I think every player should wear a different colour strip. Every single player.
Spice
Just
it
so
up.
you need to think. It's too easy. Like, oh, just see a green shirt there, pass it. No, I want you to look him in the eye before you pass. Show a bit of respect.
Are there 22 colours though?
Oh, when you start bringing in
Shades and shit.
navy brown and that.
Oh, navy brown. What was your serious suggestion?
I think both of them are non-runners.
Right.
As a football insider,
Right.
You're the
I'm going to
expert.
try and have a real think here.
You're the expert.
What annoys me?
and also but I'm saying that, and then I'm kind of coming in with a slightly
What is yours?
ridiculous one. It's not that ridiculous, but I think clubs could start using, because managers always go on about finding just that little 1%, a little extra advantage.
Moneyball.
Ball men instead of ball boys.
I thought you said bald men.
22 Aaron Moyes.
More aerodynamic.
Ball men.
So ball
Oh,
men,
man,
what is that just for the sharpness?
Yeah, because you know, like sometimes a ball boy will do something and then everyone's like, oh, such good quick thinking.
I like the
But
one with
imagine you
Mourinho.
could actually train and drill. Like, grown men are easier to train than wee kids.
What about border collies? Train
They
them.
are very
You can train the bastards.
So you're thinking that they should be like part of the team, maybe?
Celtics, but
Yeah,
Celtics
like-
kind of are, to be honest.
Like men
I
going
think-
around, and they could actually they'd know,
Like cat-
okay, we're winning, I'm going to hold on to it. And I mean, the other thing is there would be a lot more scuffles
Aye.
and drama, because now players are never going to really argue with, you see the odd time, but players are never really going to argue with a ball boy.
No,
They kind of
but
they might shake their hands and stuff or something.
Did El Hadj Diouf no spit on one once?
he spits in everybody.
That's the thing. Imagine if someone spit on a man.
Remember Hazard? Was it Hazard that just volleyed him? The wee guy was like lying on top
No,
of
it
it.
wasn't Hazard. I remember that though. Was it?
No, it was Hazard.
I think it was
Yeah.
Hazard, aye.
And then you know who that boy is now?
President Bush.
No, he's, as far as I'm aware, this is true. He's the owner or founder of that AU vodka.
Really?
That's true.
It's true, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I can see that because
Confirmed.
was he
Multi-millionaire.
did he not come from money, that boy? Like his dad was rich or something?
I don't know.
Because that seems like being a ball boy at Chelsea seems. But
No, Swansea.
Aye,
Oh,
he
Because it was
Swansea,
against
aye.
Swansea, wasn't
But-
it?
aye.
I don't know. I can't
So he
remember.
owns AU vodka. Now, I thought that was quite a luxurious kind of
No,
long
it
established
only
thing.
started a bit.
A couple of years ago, whenever they started taking pictures with them and that. I thought it was just a rebrand or something that made it popular. I don't know why.
It's funny. We just had
Apparently it's because Eden Hazard's, when he was trying to get the ball back, was saying, hey, you,
Aye. Aye. And it sprung for there. Good marketing. We had now we're talking about like just buying the bottles and just have it, just to have them and take pictures with them.
Aye.
We had a boy called Favour on our podcast. He was telling me in the jail they collect like Lynx shower gels, like all the different colours, and that's like, have you seen his collection in there?
It's a status symbol in the jail to have now like the green Lynx and the red Lynx, the yellow Lynx, because they sold in the shop. He said they sold the black ones, so nobody was wanting the just the Lynx.
You want the
Africa.
see-through, so it's all different colours.
And he had them set up in his cell on a shelf with a light behind them, so it was like a wee display, and people used to come in to look at them.
Aye.
Is this serious?
This is 100%
really?
serious. I thought in jail it was like, oh, that guy can get
Snout.
Aye, he can get drugs in. No,
hash.
Lynx shower gel.
Lynx shower gel.
Because I was like, because I said to him, oh, you're walking about smelling like mangoes, and he was like, no, you don't use them. They just sit in a shelf.
Yeah, he looked at you like you were mental when you said something about fucking walking about smelling like mango. I was like, drink a fucking use.
What the fuck's a mango?
It's like people on the outside world having molten brown.
Oh,
They just
mate,
have it to show and they never actually use it.
Aye, it's just sitting there.
that shit is sick, man. I was at a log cabin at the weekend with my girlfriend, and there was molten brown in there, man. Fucking 25 quid a bottle. I fucking scooshed that shit all over myself.
Aye.
Jen up did, bro. Smelled like sandalwood all day.
Oh,
It was sick.
can I be smelling like a joiner?
Fucking love molten brown, bro. Fucking love it.
I'm trying.
That's a pretty classy log cabin with molten brown in it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shout out Molten Brown.
If you want to sponsor the
Official
podcast.
sponsor. That's annoying me because see, you said the cup tie thing, and I'm trying to think of more, but I can't really think.
Aye, mate, there's
Cup tie is stupid. Just let them
mate,
live.
more players, bigger goals. Jen up they think they should have bigger goals because keepers are all like 6'9" in that now, and see games ending 0-0. Fucking despise it, man. I think they should have the goals a foot wider and a foot higher, and just it would be more entertaining. You'd get more goals, more tap bins. And that
Is
You know what that'll just lead to bigger goalies.
they'll evolve.
Aye, naturally, aye. What's the
That's the real story of evolution.
Football.
You played like Irish football. What's the goals like? And that is it like is it like a rugby goal almost?
Very similar to a rugby goal. It'd be a lower crossbar and possibly the same width.
Right.
Mate, I've got some pals over in Cork, and see that Irish football. That's like that's the big thing for them. Like,
Yeah.
they like one of them sports Liverpool kind of, one of them sports like fucking Reading or something like that. But the big thing
That
for
would
them
make
is-
sense from Cork.
Oh, would it? Aye?
Yeah, because Shane Long and Kevin Doyle moved from Cork City to
Shane
Reading.
Long, that's a fucking baller, man. I
Isn't
like
it?
Shane Long.
Oh, that's mad. I didn't even think of that.
Aye.
In Glasgow, you're in such a bubble, aren't you? You don't even
Aye.
think about that. Like,
You just think Ireland, Celtic and Rangers and that, but it's pure no in it now. What is like the majority team? Is it Liverpool or
No, Man
U?
United. Done it.
Liverpool and Man United.
Aye. Some Reading.
Leeds would be a popular one.
Just for the 80s.
I was a Leeds supporter for a while because David O'Leary, Ian Hart, Gary Kelly, Stephen McPhail, that era, when they were good as well, made them easier to support.
what would have happened to them if Brexit hit then?
Oh, man. David, I can picture it.
Well, they did actually.
I know,
Although
that
Brexit-
probably was what happened.
That
There was
was-
probably whispers about
That
Brexit.
was the beginning of Brexit.
Aye.
When Leeds
Brexit has
crumbled.
improved or probably helped young Irish players.
Really?
Yeah, because now Irish players can't come over to the UK until they're 18.
Oh, so the
So when
Irish
normally
league.
players would have moved when they were 16, they can't now until they're 18. So in those years, they start to play League of
Aye.
Ireland.
Aye,
So now
that-
you see some more players going over to Italy and Germany.
Oh, that's cool. That happened with that.
Oh, that's
is it
interesting.
Johnny something, the striker that signed
Johnny
for Celtic. He was Johnny Kenny. He was 18 and he
Johnny Davidson.
But
But they're so. I feel like Celtic just snap. They'll just be like, "Pff, take all of them over. And they're 16 and then one might make it. You know.
Sure, mate.
Diamond in the rough.
They're always it. There's always one.
You looked so. You
I remember
like,
when I came through at Celtic, there was on Celtic TV, there was a guy doing the punditry after one of the games, and my friend used to always joke about it, and he go, yeah, I know he played Gaelic football over in Ireland, so he's a tough wee cookie.
What, psycho?
football rule changes, I think, wrap that up.
Would
Do
you
you
think-
get any done? Do you like football? Do you watch football?
If I was to introduce one, say like hockey fights,
Oh,
I'd have that in football.
Let them have it.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like 15 seconds of scrapping before the ref comes in or something.
Yep.
That's a good one. But nobody would do
No,
it, man.
because you might,
Nobody would start fights then.
aye, because they know it would actually lead somewhere.
Mate, that might make this sport a lot safer.
That is like making all drugs legal in a way. You know what I mean?
It's reverse psychology.
Have
a bit.
them? Oh, I don't want them anymore.
Aye, exactly. Aye.
It would make for interesting trials for players. Right, gloves on.
Right, aye. Go and hit the bag.
Or see the line of the pitch that
Yeah.
goes all the way around. Replace the lines with curbs.
For curb stomp mobility.
Yep.
Like
Like
that, bro.
concrete curbs.
I like that,
So when
mate.
you're doing a shy, you can step on the curb. That's why I don't play football.
Would you think?
For any Irish listeners, that shy is a throw-in.
Oh, did they not know that? No?
No, I didn't know that for a long time.
Oh, did you know? Did you just think people were calling you unconfident or something?
You're in the middle. Like, I gotta be loud.
They keep telling me
That's a
take
shy.
shies.
That's a shy.
What about like I don't know about this. I'm no for this, but like consecutive yellow cards leading to a suspension.
I'm big against that.
Really?
Big advocate to get rid of that, because my reasoning is a yellow card is a punishment in a game. So you're doing what you can and you're getting your punishment. So it's serving its purpose. Why
Aye.
should it affect
Carry on.
games in the
Mate,
future?
especially seeing junior and amateur leagues, man. Like, I know boys that are like banned for football because they got too many reds and yellows in one season. Like, they'd get 5-year bans now.
Reds-
and that's like
reds
they're
I don't
paying to play
mind.
football.
Red.
I can agree with red cards because
Aye, well, the people I'm talking about are absolute nutcases, man. They got about smashing everybody, but still, they should be able to play football. I mean, it's a men's game. Come on.
Can he do it?
they're also big links collectors.
Aye. Mind the story you told about the guy who played for Bells Hill.
Oh, okay, I feel like I've talked quite a lot, and I was trying to kind of quiet down a bit there, but can I tell you a story about
Yeah.
this guy, right?
New
so,
segment, story time.
right, so I was playing for...
New segment, guest tells a story.
I was playing, and I think I was just
New
playing...
podcast, The Jamie Show. Sorry, go on.
The fucking ADHD special.
That's it, mate. That's my life, mate. That's what I call myself. That's what my new album's gonna be called, mixtape. But I was playing for a team, right? And I think it was just a friend I was just helping out or something, or that was a cup game that I just helped out for one game anyway, right? But we were playing like Bells Hill Athletic or something, and there was this guy that everybody was like, "Oh, that guy's fucking nuts!" Like, "Oh, I know him for somewhere, and he's fucking nuts. He's just out the jail." We were all like, "All right, okay." Fucking playing this game, mate, and it was just going for it with everybody. Like, I beat him to a header, and he fucking just got up and he went head to me, and he was like, "You want to fucking go for it?" I was like, "No, please leave me alone." And I walked away, and he was calling me like, "Yeah, all these homophobic slurs," and I was like, "Fair dues, mate. Like, I don't want to fight with you." The biggest nutter in our team, who was sound with fighting everybody, he squared up to him and he was like, "No, I'm not having this, right? Not having this." But I just kept doing it. And then I started talking to this team's centre back, right? And see the player that was nuts, he had the captain's armband on. And I was like, "Yeah, your captain's fucking mental." And he was like, "Mate, he turned up to training 2 weeks ago and said, 'I play for yous now and I'm the captain.'" It was like, I was the captain before that, and he just came and took it off me. He's fucking mad. He was in a jail for like 12 years or something, and he just came out and he's just... But see, to be fair, he was alright at football. But so keep in mind that it was definitely a friendly, because I remember thinking, why is this guy so worked up? So it's this friendly, right? And seeing in the last minute, our big keeper, who is a boy I know, James, right? And he's a lovely big guy, like the nicest guy in the world. And this guy went and he flicked the ball by him or something, and then fucking left the boot into the keeper or something. The keeper got the ball and he done that. Oh, what the fuck, mate? And went to just be like, "Come on," and that guy go up and started fucking about to punch him. And before he could punch him, the big keeper just started, bang, and fucking laid him out. The guy got up and he looked so flustered, like, "Oh, this has never happened to me before."
Yeah.
Fucking went for it again, and the big keeper just grabbed him by the collar, lifted him up and just punched him like 5 times in the face. His bird was in the side of the park, holding her Wayne. He fucking dropped the Wayne for arm height. and ran on like, fuck you, Dane. There was all this fighting and all that going on. The funniest part was when I turned around and my pal Paul was holding the Wayne and a case of beer. Like, fuck knows what's going on like that. But aye, mate, that was...
See the Wayne, do you know who that is now? The other guy that owns EU Vodka.
He actually spun off. Aye, but that was that's just amateur. That's Saturday League amateur football, mate. It's fucking mad.
It's wild out there.
It's for that absolute psychopath.
So was your message there, stand up to the bully?
Mate, I wasn't doing that. the guy was raking through his motor for fucking hammers and all that, mate. You do that.
I love how he's been in the jail for 12 years and all you can think about is need to go there and join a junior football team.
He's probably got solid or something in the jail.
Like the Mighty Ducks or something.
It's like all that matters to him. Gotta go play for Bells Hill.
He's like, come in and see this link set. He's like, no. Kidding on,
Keep
Quack.
It's like Creed 3. Creed 3's like that. The guy's in the jail for 20 years. And he comes out and he's like, I want to be a boxer. And he fights him for the championship.
Fair play, mate.
Exactly like that story.
It is, mate. It sounds like it. Is he the goodie or the baddie?
Baddie.
Creed 3 out now.
No spoilers. Aye.
Is it just it?
Shout out to Creed 3.
Is that just it? That?
Aye.
Yeah, I'm not getting the pictures, Nadie. I'm joking about the pictures. I might go and see that.
Do you say that in Ireland? The pictures? Is that a thing?
Nah, cinema.
I see. You say cinema.
I'm cinema, but I'm cultured. You're a bit.
What
He
do you
says a
say?
plane.
Cinema.
What would you call a film? Would you call it a movie or a film?
Film.
Doesn't call it a film
Good
either.
lad.
I know there's previous with that.
What?
Film.
A
I
film?
don't say film properly. I say film. Film.
I say that in film.
No, my girlfriend was pulling me up last night. I was talking about somebody called. There was a guy on the TV and he was called Carol, like C-A-R. I couldn't spell that. C-A-R-L. But she was like, "You're saying Carol." Like,
Aye.
well, I know, but I was like, that's just how Scottish people say it.
You
And
can't
she was
say
like,
Carl.
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 I
See,
just
you-
say Carl, yeah.
You can say aye. You
But then the way you try and say it there, it sounds like you're Irish.
it sounds like I'm trying to do your accent.
Aye, that's how because I've always been a fan of Carol Pilkington and it sounds weird. Carol Pilkington.
But you just say it, Carol.
Aye.
Just the way.
Rolls
Way it
off the
happens.
tongue. It's a Scottish brogue, mate. It's the most beautiful accent in the world. We actually got asked what our favourite rank UK accents the other day. And I forget what I was going to say there, but what's your favourite UK accent?
Comically, I'd say Newcastle. I like that.
Oh.
Geordie.
Bit intimidating for me.
Aye.
Why, aye, man?
It's just a bit. Why are you shouting, man?
Shout myself there.
Mine would probably be Yorkshire.
You like Yorkshire?
Yorkshire, yeah.
You were actually right for Yorkshire. You showed me. What did you show me again?
Hey there Yorkshire video.
Have you seen that?
No.
Hey there, Yorkshire. I chuffing love ya.
Great video.
In a Yorkshire accent.
It's brilliant. It's a wee guy makes up a full song,
He's,
mate. He's a legend.
we
Fucking
can-
lovely.
What is it he
Lovely.
says? We can go clubbing in Barnsley, York or Rotherham. It's just all these pure mundane, horrible places.
Middle of the road,
Aye.
Albion places, man.
Aye.
I think that's us, guys. That's our longest one.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long is it, Paul?
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, guys. New record.
That took up a lot of that time. I feel self-conscious about how much I've spoken.
Why?
I feel like I want you to edit a lot of my stuff out, including what I've just said there. Including this right now.
Put that as a trailer for the
Keep that in.
start of the episode. I want you to edit everything I say that.
Mate, I had that was great fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on, lads.
No worries.
Thanks
No worries
for-
at all.
Darren, thanks for coming and
Thank you.
enjoyed it today. Enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't... I don't think it was awkward at all today.
I don't think there was one bit of awkwardness in this whole
No.
thing, mate.
Possibly until the very end there when I kind of had to wrap it up.
It's always awkward wrapping up, but it's always awkward. I leave that to him.
I'm trying out a new exit, a new outro right now. So thanks everyone for watching. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That was smooth.
As smooth as fuck.
And
bro. I
The
like
Truman
that.
Show.
The Truman, the Sheriff Show.